Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. I just got back from a cruise. It was just under 2 weeks and I had vacation mode on both of my platforms that I sell. I feel like this was the longest time I went on vacation mode. Normally I just put time away on eBay and still allow the sales for the 15 days that they do let you allow you to still make sales. And then normally I just ship out whenever I get back. But I tell you, I wasn't even feeling burnt out, but I feel so refreshed now after not having any work basically for 2 weeks. But that said, I didn't get paid for those two weeks because I was not working. So overnight sales were, I think, just over $200. I will put it up here because I just use my phone's calculator when I sell something. I just put the plus until I'm ready to wrap with you guys. And so that's just, the easiest way that I found to do it. And I have 5 sales. I have 2 on eBay and then 3 on Poshmark. So I'm just going to show you what sold and for how much. So the first thing that sold was on Poshmark, and it was just this cute little sage green duster. It is by the boutique name right there. It is Anna Casey, and just, annacasey.com. Not really sure how much it retailed for, but it was brand new and it was a longer length, which is why I picked up these little shrugs this time of year. Heading into spring, people are searching for these little shrugs because they're wearing tanks and camis and shells, but that it's springtime, so you still want a little extra coverage until summer, and that's where these come in super handy. So again, I don't know how much it retailed for, but I put it up for $30 and someone just randomly came and bought it for $30. And again, that was on Poshmark. And so I wrap off camera generally, so you guys, I just feel like it's boring. I mean, comment below if it's not boring, but I feel like watching someone wrap is boring. So there you go. So that's the first item. The second item on Poshmark was this cacique bra. For a bit, I stopped picking up cacique because I just wasn't selling it. And I still have, I think I have about 200 bras in my inventory. I only pick up size D and up. And this was a 44 double D. It was wireless, like new condition. And I picked up this one, I think last month, and I was hesitant. I buy my bras for $2.49 at my Goodwill, and I list them usually for $25, and then that leaves me room for offers. And someone first offered me $15, and since both platforms do take a 20% commission, and I promote my listings, I countered at 18, and I don't just want to counter, I let them know why I was countering, because not everybody is a reseller, and a lot of times people don't even know that these platforms, they just think it's free, that you're not paying, rent or whatever. So I just countered 18. I said, I generally, discount on 2 or more items due to the platform's 20% commission, and that's generally what I say. And 9 out of 10 times they go, oh my goodness, I didn't know that, and then they just accept it. Of course, there has been a couple times they didn't accept it, and that's fine too. All right, so let's see, last Poshmark sale was this swimsuit, and I picked this up a month ago. It's kind of like a lingerie style swimsuit skirt. Here we go. I know it's hard to see black on camera. Let's lift it up, and that is what it looks like. It is a full-blown skirt, and it has this cute little lace pattern on the bottom and on top, which kind of, again, gives you like a lingerie type look. And it is by the brand Torrid size 5, which is Torrid 5X. And so these swimsuits retail, I think, for like $129. They might have gone up. The last time I was in Torrid, it was $129. And I had it listed for $60, and someone came and offered me a $51, and then I just accepted it, $51. And again, I want to say sales bring sales. I feel like we all know that by now, but for some reason, I mean, nobody truly knows what the algorithm, how the algorithm works. Everybody has speculations. I have mine, we all have them. But it does appear that if you take a couple lower items, low ball off, not super low ball, but if you take like that bra, The bra was listed for $25. They retail for $50, so I list it for half off, of course. And I would have liked to have gotten 20, but you know, $2. I'm not going to lose sleep over $2. And then within an hour, I had another sale, you know, so if you start taking sales during the morning of, you would rather have a few dollars more, if you go ahead and just take them anyways, sales bring sales. And then I have 5 sales. It was really nice. So I have 2 eBay sales. Has anyone done anything about eBay's new rollout where they've taken everybody's items? If you're a reseller, they've taken every item that said pre-owned and made it all say good. They took away pre-owned entirely. And good is not excellent. And I don't know, good sounds more like fair to me. And so they made everybody's listings that said pre-owned good. Now you don't have to worry about it if it said new with tags or new without tags, that's fine. But if you have listings on eBay that said pre-owned, they just put them good. And good just seems like a step down because their definition of good, I will put it here, means slight wear and flaws. And so a lot of people have edited all their items to excellent. Excellent means slight wear, but nothing noticeable. So from the few videos that I've watched about it, most people are actually leaving it as good so that the person that purchases it is happily surprised, like, oh, wow, good. This is like, this is excellent to me. Instead of taking them all and making them say excellent, and excellent is subjective to, what I consider excellent condition may not be what you consider excellent condition. And so if I were to edit all of them to say excellent, which is right under, new, it opens it up to the seller's interpretation of excellent. And if they don't feel it's excellent, they can open a case on eBay not as described, and 10 out of 10 times eBay will always side with the buyer. In fact, I've been selling since 1999, and I don't believe that I've ever won a case where someone opens a not as described and won. They're going to automatically side with the buyer. So it just makes more sense to leave it all at good, unless it's new, or new with tags or new without tags. Those are options. Let the person be pleasantly surprised. And in the description, put the very first sentence, it's excellent condition, if you feel it's excellent condition. And I've always done that anyways, but a lot of people don't even bother with descriptions anymore. If you have 10,000 listings, I hear it. You don't have time unless you have a staff working for you. You do not have the time to make a full-blown description. I used to do that when I had one or 200 items. Now I think I have like 3,000 items. So, but I still do a paragraph of a description, and I usually put in the description if it's excellent. And if it's good, I would be writing pre-owned with slight flaws, and I would always be taking pictures of the flaws, because eBay, I think, does allow 15 pictures, and I do always use the pictures. I use all the pictures. And for measurements, most people will not bother asking for measurements unless it's something that they've been wanting, and they'll just move on to someone who already has their measurements. So I feel like measurements is a must. I used to put them in the description, and people would still ask for the measurements, even though I took the time and effort to put them in the description. So not everybody reads the description though. And then you are having that issue with the conditions. That's why I put the condition now on all my new merch that I've been sourcing. I will put the condition right at the top. So as soon as they look at the description, maybe they're just not going and reading a whole paragraph and reading a book. Nobody wants that, but they will see the condition despite it saying good condition, fair condition, whatever. So that is how I have decided to do it. As far as measurements, it's not that I don't put any measurements. When I'm taking those pictures, I don't have it on this door. I have it another door. You can't see it. But I have a measuring tape, the old-fashioned sewer's measuring tape, the flexible one. I have it adhered to one of my doors where I take my pictures. And so I have it just measured right where when I hang something on a hanger to take the picture, you can see the length in the picture. So if someone asks me, you know, you don't want to just say, oh, it's in the pictures, you know, and cop an attitude with the person. I mean, of course, you could say that, you know, but since it's through text, people are not hearing tone. And I've had people in the past when I used to do that, it's in the picture. Even if you just put a smiley emoji, someone who's already in a certain mood is reading it's in the picture. They're reading it like you're telling them off or something. So I zoom in then. One of the pictures is zoomed in the measurement. And then after that length, before I inventory my items and put them in all these bins, I'm laying it on my bed in front of me. And I have a different measuring, let me just see if I can get it. I have this measuring yardstick, which I actually sourced years ago. And I lay this on the bust area of whatever it is, or the waist if it's jeans. And I'm also snapping that picture. So that way it's not just it's not in the description, but it's in the pictures. So if people have fit issues and open a case and ask you for a return, they're not opening a not as described, but they're asking, hey, this top didn't fit my bust, or I thought it was longer. You can kindly say, you could decline it, which I do. I don't accept free returns. I'm not Amazon. And I cannot accept free returns and returns because of the amount of stuff. I'm buying it. I want to take it out and get it back out and don't see it again because new stuff is coming in. So I think it's important to have the measurements in the picture. And that way you could kindly say, oh, I'm so sorry. My store doesn't accept returns because of the amount of items that I list. And, you know, most people, not everybody's bad. Most people can kind of, you know, understand. They're understanding people. Not always, but I feel like still most people are understanding. That's why I had the picture. That's why I had the measurements in the picture for you. And then I also usually add in that email, if someone's, you know, trying to get a refund, the message through the email app, I'm saying, please feel free. Actually backtrack. You're apologizing. Oh, I'm so sorry. The item was too small or too big. Please feel free to take my description and all my pictures and list it for sale on your account. Because even if they're not a reseller, they can do that. They could relist quite easily. They could relist the item on their account and get their money back. So either way, they're getting their money back. Sometimes people, you know, have copped an attitude, which I don't like to bother. And that's on them. If they're not going to bother, that's on them. Then redonate it. But at least give them the opportunity and plant the seed of, hey, I'm sorry it didn't work out and I don't accept returns, but I don't mind if you take my pictures, because I really do not mind if people take my pictures. I'm not sure if I shared this story time yet, but last month I had a lady say that she found someone on eBay using my pictures, and for me not to worry, that she took care of it. That she contacted eBay and she let them know. And she thought it was so horrible. You know, she put some choice words in her message to me saying that people are so lazy and this and that. And guys, it's not that. And the fact is I don't care. I don't care. I'm here to help other people. Why would you not want to help other people? It's not that they're lazy. It's being helpful. So I've taken people's pictures before and used them if it was the same size item. I've screenshot the picture, and I would be kind of appalled if someone said, you know, what's wrong with you? You know, don't be lazy, take your own pictures. Like, how unhelpful are you? So what I replied to that lady is, thank you for letting me know, but no worries. I'm here to help people, and I do not care. Take my description, take my pictures. Why would I care? Like, I don't know. Why would I care? So anyways, again, a lot of people feel differently. We're all different. A lot of people do care. I don't understand why they care unless they have an Instagram presence, an online presence where they are taking their pictures with like a certain background that's privy to their brand. Yes, then that's different. And I'm not stupid. You use your common sense. I wouldn't take someone's picture if all their pictures were set up with, you know, a certain tree, a certain wicker and pictures that it was privy to their brand, then that's different. But if someone's throwing something on a hanger or a mannequin, taking some pictures, if someone else comes across the same item sourcing and they have the same size, I don't understand. Isn't Sharon caring? Maybe not. Okay, so that was the story time from last month. Moving right along with the last two items on eBay. We're trying to keep this at 15 minutes. I have a J.Crew, new with tags, Size, what size are you? Size 14. So it's probably their extra large size. New with tags. Look at that color. Just a short little button up. Very, very pretty. Baby blue, like almost, you know what? It looks Tiffany blue. I don't know if that's coming up on camera, but it looks Tiffany blue. And when I first sourced this probably 2 or 3 months ago, I was going to keep it, but I didn't need it. I really didn't need it. So I put that up for $40 on eBay, and it sold for $40. So that was good. Last item, guys, let me show you a new, you may or may not know this brand. I had no idea. So I was looking in the dresses a couple months ago, and this very heavy apron dress, and it's kind of Renaissance, you know, Renaissance. I live in North Carolina, and we have that big, huge Ren Fair in November that everybody goes gaga over. So this is a full length apron style with the corset over a white like wench style dress, and then like the corset on top. Oh my goodness. So anyways, it was heavy. It was $5.99. It was heavy, and I thought it was just fleece. Let me show you the brand. If you go to the website, which I did, they're very expensive new. So I don't know much about costume brands, but I know other people do. So for cosplay and whatnot, it's Calvina Costumes 4XL. And let me look at the fabric description, or fabric content. So the fabric content was 20% wool. And that was mainly the selling point or buying point for me. Things that have wool, providing it doesn't have moth holes, usually sell very well because more people are conscious of, they're conscious of fabrics nowadays. And 10 years ago, I couldn't give a hoot about whether I was wearing polyester or whatever, but I find myself, as I am getting older, I am stepping back to certain fast fashion and trying to incorporate more wool, linen, 100% cotton, certain fabrics into, oh, I love modal, tencel, you know, trying to keep more of my wardrobe with natural fabrics, more natural fabric. And so that sold for $75, putting again my total, I think it was like $214 or $15 for overnight sales. And I'm just getting back into my sales. This is my first grouping of sales since I got back from vacation. So I'm on fire, guys. I am super excited. I am getting rid of a little bit of cold that I hear in my chest. But other than that, I am looking forward to going sourcing and finding some great, amazing things for all of my buyers online. So again, thank you so much for watching if you're still here, and I appreciate all of you guys. Give this a thumbs up because it does help with the algorithm, I'm told. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll be back soon with another What Solds. Bye-bye.